All right, so we're here at the Davidson's house here in Des Moines. We have our tile red bullion shingle from Discontinued Materials Incorporated, DMI. First thing I noticed is that the shingles on the roof have this gray pattern on them. You can see that pretty clearly here and here and here. And that is not present on the new shingles, so it's already not going to be a reasonably uniform match. But we want to go ahead and test for repairability of the roof. So what we're going to do is we're going to remove one shingle. To do that, we have to manipulate several of these other tabs to pull those nails out. Then we're going to slide this one back in and nail it back down. Hopefully we don't cause any damage to the surrounding shingles, but due to their condition, I have a feeling that is going to happen. So I'm just going to go ahead and get started here. One thing is I'm going to keep my bar nice and flat here, so that way I'm not like intentionally lifting up on the shingle or trying to damage it. I'm just going to attack my seal. So these are coming loose pretty easily, that's good. The real problem is going to be whenever we try to hammer these nails back in. And we'll pull, I'm going to pull this one. It'd be easiest to get this one out without tearing into that ridge. The nails already pulled through the shingle. So I'm just trying to lift just enough to see the nail. As soon as I got it loose, I'm letting it come out versus trying to drive it through that shingle completely. And again, you can see some of this material already coming off the shingles with the nails, so we're already damaging the roof to an extent. Getting a lot of granule displacement from removing the shingle or removing the nails. Okay, so it's one row, and then we've got to get the nails out on the row above that. That one pulled right through. Again, the thing here is just trying to only manipulate the shingle as much as you need to get the nails out. Not trying to like lift it up too far. Oh yeah, get that out. All right, it's a whole lot of nails for 3-tab. Come on. Now it's driven it crooked. Okay, first thing I noticed, you can see a pretty good amount of granule loss and a lot of material transfer. Here's some of that shingle material from the other shingles. Don't see a terrible amount of material transfer from the seal. That looks pretty good. But again, when you have these nails blow out like this, it's not just damaging this shingle, it's also damaging the rest of them around it. So, here. And again, pretty clear that it's not uniform as far as matching goes. With the old shingle having that gray in it, that's kind of the main problem. Also the the exposure's fine. What's going on? All right. So I'm only going to lift this as high as I need to get my hammer here. If I was using a nail gun, I'd have to lift it even more. All right, one row done. Up here. So you got these existing nail holes. I'm gonna try to use those, make it a little easier on us. But again, if you get closer, you can see how blown out these nail holes are here, how big they are, and that's from the nail coming through the shingle. So we're definitely causing some damage to the roof. Get those as flush as I can. Oh man, nail bit. Probably freezing out. Arms are done. And one more. Okay, so you can clearly see the mismatch. There's no gray in the new shingle at all, whereas this is very gray. You can see the pattern across the roof. You can see it on the house as well. So it's definitely not going to meet the Iowa line of sight standards. As far as repairability goes, there's some of this material just coming off the shingles from removing the nails. You can see all this granule loss from the shingles we had to manipulate. If I come over here where I did manipulate the shingles, I'm not getting any of that granule loss. So we've got granule loss, some creasing to the old shingles, and the color mismatch. So in this particular case, this roof is legally not repairable as we have a mismatch and we have failed repair. Thank you.